Okay.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to today, where we'll be continuing up where we left off last times with the tribes of Uthmar.
Hola.
So, who is
Hi,
doing?
stream. How? Nikki, not it. I would do it, but I don't know what happened after my power went out.
Gotta watch the VOD, dude. Mind you, I didn't watch the VOD. That's
Yeah.
great.
All right. You know what? Fuck it. We ball. You guys can fill in what I missed last week. All right. So
Don't wait, it's
last
this
week.
inspiration point.
Oh come on! Don't be like that. All right. Last week, the tribes of Uthmar. Right, I said it right. Okay, okay. Uh, we started the session with Tenny being all happy about what had just happened to her. She had been freed of her mother's inheritance, and yeah, it was a good time for her. Very lovely. She was happy. She was excited because this was a new chapter for Tenny, and she can do whatever she wanted now without having to worry about someone looking over her shoulder. But to her dismissive, I don't know, mood, attitude, uh, she forgot that there was an angry goddess that was coming all the way to, I don't know, find out what had happened to her daughter. Uh, the group panicked and tried to think of a plan, but was immediately interrupted by a single knock, which happened to be, you guessed it, Tenny's mom. Well, her god mom. But yeah, you get it, you get it. It was Uthla. Uthla and Tenny had a back and forth arguing about what it meant to be the daughter of her, and with a few feelings and exchanges, Tenny had expressed that she felt like she was forced into it rather than, you know, accepted into it. While Uthla made the argument that I gave you everything I could because you were my child, and this isn't entirely my fault. It's also your fault for asking me for it. While Tenny made the argument that, hey, you stole me from my mom, and that was just the only reason I asked was because I didn't know of all the deeds you did. The two had a hell argument, a good nat 20, while a good birthday 20 was placed, and that threw the DM for a loop for a moment. We found out that after the feelings were exchanged, Tenny was slapped across the face. Like, really slapped. Like, damn, that slap played three. It was so hard, it played three different times. Anywho, with that, she said goodbye to Tenny and left. After a little bit of a discussion about what had happened, the party made plans to get the refugees to get ready to go back to the tribe. With some final goodbyes, a few hugs, and Nim flirting with the goddess again for the I don't know how many times she's done this, but she's done it a lot. She, the party went through the portal. Luckily, nothing bad happened, which is a good thing because you all were worried. Sure, it was. Anyways, we were all worried that the portal would accidentally do something, but nothing bad happened, which was a good thing. And now the party tracks back to the village. Where I left off was the party had just had a little discussion between themselves on what would they do, what was gonna happen. After a bit of realization that Tenny may actually become a beastman after betraying the promise made to a god and I don't know, a whole divinity law and everything. She may become a beastman soon. This made her feel very sad, so she decided it's better I walk alone and have some time to myself. Nim and Koi, watching all of this, looked to Seamus and asked him, "Hey, shouldn't you go and comfort your wife?" And he said, "No, I'll just give her space." That's where I left off. Someone take over, please.
All right, I'll take over.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what? Another thing that was revealed to Tenny when she learned about, eventually turning into a monster, is that she's weirdly sickly, and that doesn't really have anything to do with the eventual Beastman situation. Because the Beastman situation is, yeah, you're gonna, you know, turn into some kind of weird looking monster thing, yeah, for sure. But it's mostly like you're just gone mad. You're not like sickly and dying, which is what Riley told her. You're freaking dying, girl. What's going on? So she, that's really why she walked away, because the irony of the whole situation, I got out of this, but looks like I'm gonna die. Cool. Don't have much time. But at least I'm free. So they get into the village, and she kind of just like scurries off and hides because she's worried that the tribe's gonna find out she's her situation and kick her out, and make things difficult for the party. So she's just hiding. Nim goes and talks to her father and mother because they're really pissed at her because she hasn't been gone longer than a week and they thought she was dead. So lots of I'm very disappointed in you, hugs and kisses. Oh my god, thank god you're alive. And we learned that Nim's older sister, who lost their child when taking the contraceptive tea because she didn't tell anyone she was pregnant. Apparently she was pregnant with twins, so only one of the twins had died. So Nim is still going to be an aunt. So good news all around. Good news. Nim wanted her mom to go check on Tenny and be like, can you just like put some makeup on her face because she's feeling a little under the weather. Like a lot of stuff happened, and like looking pretty is really important to her. So if you could just put some makeup on her to make her feel better, that'd be great. I should feel offended that Nim thinks Tenny is so vain, but she's right. And then her mom comes up and she's kind of like thinking, she's like, I don't know, man, the way you're talking, it kind of reminds me of when I was pregnant. I had a very sickly look to me too. Are you sure she's not pregnant? And she's like, yeah, I'm pretty fucking sure. And so they go over and Tenny is convinced that, oh no, she's gonna find out and then they're gonna kill me. They're gonna find out that I'm about to turn into a beastman and they're gonna kill me. Because Nim told Uthla, yeah, she turns into a monster, don't worry, I'll take her out. And her patron had also told her, yeah, you can turn into a monster tomorrow. So, oh yeah, she had contacted her patron and been like, how much time do I have before I turn into a beastman? And the Watcher was like, it could be tomorrow, it could be in a couple days, it could be next week, it could be next month, but it's gonna happen. She's like, oh, okay. And he's like, but you can get out of it. You just gotta make amends to the god that you betrayed. And she's like, can't make amends to Uthla because that would mean going back to her. I don't want to do that. I would rather die than be her slave again. And he's like, okay. well, I don't want you to die because I just got you. So how about I give you something to give to her that I know she's gonna want, and this will probably this will be the thing for you. And he has a shard of Uthla. Like, dude, that's gonna do it. So she's like, okay, great, I got that. I'm not gonna turn into a beastman. I just have to get this. I don't know. She's not gonna answer my prayers. We'll figure this out. So mom comes. She's checking her over, and she tells, she doesn't roll high enough on her medical check. So she's just like, yeah. Or she does roll high enough. I don't know. But for whatever reason, somehow, Tenny is with child. And yeah. But because she's so sickly, it's likely that she will not survive the pregnancy. So some decisions have to be made. And yeah, that is where we ended off. Just with that big reveal.
Inspiration point achieved for both.
For both? Hell yeah.
You see, that's what they say. Teamwork makes the dream work. Let's go.
Let's go.
So, do we continue where we left off in the tent, or do we go out to the boys?
I vote boys.
The boys?
Yeah,
All
because
right.
you're not in the tent. You, Seamus, and Colef were asked very, very urgently to leave the tent before this happened.
Makes sense. You know what? I'll start off the scene. So, Seamus, how you doing? Are you doing good? You fine?
I'm worried as for what's happening.
I mean, the girls seem to have everything under control, and I guess we just have to wait for them to give us the go ahead.
Seems like
Like,
that.
well, like, I mean, you've been awfully like busy with Tenny and like worrying about her. That are you fine? You haven't had any time to like yourself to worry about you and stuff.
I assure you I'm fine.
All right. I was just checking. I just wanted to make sure you were doing all right. Kola said that he was going to go and help the refugees out again. So there's that. I mean, you have all the time in the world until the girls need us. So like, are you gonna do anything, or are you just gonna wait here?
I do need to report to Theo and tell him something that I've recently found out.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right.
If you want
Do
to
you
come
want
along,
to
you
go
feel.
together?
If you want to come along, you
Well,
feel
you know,
free to.
we haven't had time together. You know, I've always been around Nim, or I'm with you guys as a group, or I'm just by myself. So you know what? It would be nice to go together. So, let's go. Lead the way.
And he'll start walking in the direction of the shamans. And as they're walking, he'll say, "So what found out recently through Ronaldo. 'Cause before we left
Uh-huh.
here, we were trying to figure out as to who the new moon was connected to,
Yeah.
and recently, before the whole thing that happened with Tenny, I prayed to Uthmar to give her guidance, and as I was praying to her, I asked her if she knew anything about the new moon.
Yeah.
She does know about it, but apparently, if I were to try and learn the name, I would be content to it.
Content, like you would be drawn to it, or like you would be in trouble for knowing it.
I think a bit of both, actually.
All right. I mean, it's very interesting to see, like, something new. Sometimes they like you shouldn't know everything, and this is one of these situations.
I mean, to be fair,
Granted, I would say, no, continue.
I was just going to say, even though I sort of doubt the fact that I would be content to follow another god, coming from the goddess of wisdom of knowledge herself, I'm inclined to believe her.
What, that you would follow someone else if you learnt the name of another god?
Well, not simply that, it's probably something about this god that would forcibly make me content to follow it.
I mean, that's what I was about to suggest. Do you want to look into this, or do you want to just leave it as is?
And honestly, I think it's best if I were to stop to try and figure out the name of this god. Get it? It's feel
Hmm.
the further I dig into it, I only get into more and more trouble.
I mean, that's how everything works. I mean, like, look, we're dealing with deity stuff and divine intervention and all of that, yada yada yada, the God's plan and everything. And the more we go into it, the more stuff we find out that we shouldn't know, and then we're gonna get into trouble for it sooner or later.
So if you ever want to look into it, you're free to do so.
I'm not looking into it. I'm happy with where I am. I mean, I can make portals. I am happy. I'm content.
I guess as we're on our way, we just continue making idle chit chat.
Yeah, I don't chit chat until we get to until we get to the shamans and the healers and the priests. God, I summon thee.
As you arrive at the shrine, you see that there are several priestesses sitting in a ceremony of sort, um, in a communion with the different priests and priestesses, um, where they sit in a meditative state in a circle surrounding the central figure up where the sacrificial altar is, with the different goddesses carved into a pillar. As you arrive, and an acolyte quickly approaches you. Seamus, Koi, what can I do for you? The shamans and priests are quite busy right now with communal uh, ritual. Is there anything you seek?
I was
I
just
nudge Seamus.
I was just hoping I could talk with Teal when he's finished about something that I've learned.
Right. You are also welcomed, Seamus, to sit in a circle. Of course, that is your privilege as a priest.
Thank you. I think I might do that.
You see him quickly scumbering up to the circle and puts in skin so that there would be a sitting place for you sitting in the outer circle as the senior priests are sitting in the middle, and then there is an inner circle, and then there's the outer circle for the junior priests and priestesses and shamans.
You will go and sit and join in.
As you sit, and as you sit down in the circle and you feel the burning, you feel the air is heavy around you. You can taste the herbs and the incense that is being burnt. You feel a connection with your fellow priests and priestesses sitting around you. Almost as if you starting to feel yourself slipping into the collective as they're sitting here. And
Out of character, I
yes,
was gonna ask, out of character, this is something that he's experienced before, right?
it is something you have participated in before. It's usually when uh, the entire priesthood gathers to uh, get a glimpse of a potential of what might be to come, searching for an omen, in a sense, that they can divinate about. It can also be that they are seeking contact with the gods themselves, which or some greater spirits to either lean some information or a blessing they might be seeing. You're not entirely sure because it's a very utility-wise ceremonial thing they're doing right now. But as you sit and you feel yourself fall into this, like you feel yourself slumbering in almost, but as you're slumbering, you see yourself standing in a circle with all the other priests and priestesses, and they also notice you and they give you acknowledgement in this place between the veil, so to speak. And as you gasp upon this place where you see the very fabric of the stars themselves above you, and beneath you there is nothing but darkness. You sense something. a dread that starts to creep in. As you suddenly see yourself flying over the very world with your fellow priests, and you zoom in to somewhere far off lands to the north, you would guess. Where you see a tomb, a barrow, cut in to a mountain. And you see a flash of light blinding you, shaking the very ground beneath where you float. And you hear a scream of rage, anger.
Do I do I recognize the scream?
Roll me, it's not someone you had much dealing with, so to speak. So it would be, you may roll me, in check.
A normal roll or disadvantage?
Just a normal roll. 14. You have heard that voice twice, maybe. In your entire career as a goddess have spoken to you. And to hear her scream in that way makes you worry, scared, frightened, terrorized. As you look, as the scene shifts and you see the very sun flaring angrily in the distant sky. You can even feel the heat. In this astral form, you feel it. And you feel a pair of eyes staring at you. And you hear, "1, word. Burn. Echoing out. And just as this all began, you are sucked back to your seat around the column. How do you
Okay.
react? You and your
As soon. Go ahead.
you and your fellow priests awoke scared, trembling, as you return from the vision.
I'm guessing Seamus would come out of this, like, semi-woken, gasping and breathing heavy from that. Probably sweating a lot.
And yet the burnt smell seems to linger. Not of herbs, not of incense, but raw fire lingers.
I sort of look around, maybe try to locate the origin of that burning.
As you look, you see the very column itself, with the eldest of the three sisters burning.
He just sort of says aloud, not sure if everyone's just to himself, but left part someone around to hear. What in the world could this mean? He's just staring at the burning image.
And you see that the gentle facade of her face underneath the fire distorts, not to the gentle, loving, if albeit passive, expression starts to change. To an outlook of anger.
Carter, who was the elder sister? That was Erla?
That's Erla indeed.
He's going, seeing this, seeing her expression change, he's going to try to find any of the priests or acolytes who follow Erla. Oh, please tell me I'm not deaf.
You no, you're not deaf. I was just going just really quickly rolling something for some of the priests if they actually know anything about this. You see that the what would that be? A part of the priesthood who worships the Great Mother all tremble at the sight of what they see happening to her part of the column. Some are weeping, some are begging for forgiveness.
You just go and walk up to us. What is going on? Why would she be angry? Does anyone know what this could even mean at all?
I know, says a familiar voice you hear.
He turns towards the voice.
You see the priestess of the newly integrated group. She is no longer the Great Mother as you worship for goodness and for all the good that is life, with children and whatnot. How the part has awoken. I hoped I would never see this part of her. This might mean that we are truly in the end times.
Another part of her? What do you mean by that?
There is you know that like the moon goddess is Uthla, with Uth being also the name of the great white moon we have in the night sky, right?
Right?
La's first form, is the very sun. And it seems like that part has awoken in her. I don't know what happened, but as we are looking at this, I don't know what happened, but something happened that has awoken the vengeful sun. I don't know what to do. If there is any way we can appease her, we might seek guidance at her from her sisters, but I am scared. Seamus,
I? What is it?
I don't know. if we are going to survive the age of the very sun being angry, so to speak. It would mean drought. It would mean that water will dry up in most places. It would mean the very, I don't even know if the very land will survive it. Very life, very essence of what she is supposed to be. I am scared, Seamus. I heard the legends of this personality of her before, but I never thought that it would happen again.
Could it possibly have something to do with that plume we saw?
Maybe. I don't know. And that's what scares me. Is what happened for her to be angry like that. For her to turn to this.
I'm sure they'll eventually figure it out, it's just probably gonna take a bit of time.
Sure. We will see if we can communicate to hear what we need to do to appease her, to spare our part of the world, so to speak. But I am fearful for what will come.
I fear it as well.
But there is no reason for you to stay here more. Go. Inform your friends. I don't know what's going to happen now, but we will know in the future.
Right. Best of luck to you.
And you too, Seamus.
And he's going to try and find Meralda if she did come back with us.
She did, because she promised she and Parsis promised to help guide you when you went back into the grassland, to guide you, basically. Since that would be completely unknown territory for you guys to wander into. You see her and Faris sitting by the fire, a little ways away from outside the tent. your guys' yurt. As you go look for her.
He's going to currently head towards her. Meralda, do you know if any of that just recently transpired?
What? What's going on? Why are you so... Oh, are you okay? You smell like burnt.
Well, at the shrine we just had a communion, and we had a vision through it. First there was a tomb in a mountain, and we heard a scream that I heard once before. So it was terrifying to hear. It was shortly followed by the blinding lights, which we then somehow made it up to the sun, which is Erla's domain, and which I heard the word burn through it. Which when we came out, Erla's image was burning, and then contorted into from a face of peace to anger.
You see her, like, for a moment, like, sit there. And then she just turns to look at you. Ah. That doesn't sound good, does it?
Oh, no, it doesn't. Not from what I heard. The other priests who worship Erla. They're fearful that we might fall into a drought. You don't think that might have anything to do with Mithra, does it?
Um, uh, well, it shouldn't, because they are maybe not necessarily on the best of terms, so to speak, but they aren't directly hostile for them to do something like this. This doesn't seem right. She's usually so well gentle-natured, from my understanding of the stories of Erla I have gathered during my travels.
Perhaps whoever caused this ire was involved in that tomb that we saw.
Maybe.
Hacker, you said his image somehow looked like it took us up north, right?
Excuse me, what?
In the vision, didn't you say it was like took us, like the vision took us north?
Yes, far to the northwest direction. I'm gonna shift to the world map. Like, as you were doing the vision quest, you went from down here, where the party is right now, all the way up here in matter of seconds, as you were like floating up to here. You even managed to see a great tree on your way, which is weird for a tree to be of that sort of size, but
I'm not entirely sure what this tomb might be, but from the vision, it took us way far north. And if we decide to travel up that far to figure out what happens, the only landmarker I could tell by it is a strangely large tree, far larger than any tree I've ever seen.
Huh. I haven't heard. I sadly don't know the lands uh, that far up north, sadly. I have heard stories of there be a mountain further north, um, very, very far north, where it speaks of um, fire. No, what was it? That story went. A mountain that was blasted in flame left a people in disarray and without their home. But I haven't heard of a giant tree before.
I don't know, this whole thing has been strange. Perhaps there's a settlement farther up north that could be the cause of this.
Maybe.
Yes,
But I wouldn't know. I don't even know. The furthest north I have been is where the Sea of Grass and the Lonely Steppes begin. That's the farthest north I have been. But I did see a mountain range in the distance. I remember, but I don't know if it's beyond the mountains or if it's further north of the Lonely Steppes. I don't know. I haven't traveled that far in that direction, sadly, to know anything really.
Also, all I know now is that there has a decision that needs to be made. Do we continue with the quest of dealing with the god flesh that is located near Seagrass, or do we want to try? Currently, there's three problems. One, there's the god flesh by the Seagrass. Then there's the horde of beastmen. Now, a tomb that. And now, Erla's Wrath. Question is, what should we be focusing on first?
Well, that is for you and your companions to choose where you go from here. If you wish to go through the Sea of Grass, me and Tharsis will be happily to escort you through it, to show you the way for which problem you might wish to take care of first, or if you really do choose to go north. But it might take many, many a time, and I don't even know if at the time we would be able to make any difference for when we actually reach up there.
You'd be alright about that. They seem rather far. This is something to discuss with Nim, but Crown Tank are busy with something at the moment. They just look towards the tent.
If you like, I can go in and ask them if they are ready to talk with you, so to speak. I don't know what happened, but I did see that all the men had to leave the tent. Do you wish for me to go in and inquire?
No, I sure if Nim was to speak with me, she'll get me herself. Maybe best just for me to wait until they're ready. And if you wish to go see what's happening, you're free to do so.
Well,
I mean, who knows, they might need some extra help.
that might be. Well, I will be going in then. Paz is there. Will you be there and wait here? You see her walk over to the tent, and that's where we shift the focus to the other half of the team.
I'm going to assume probably Chloe just been following me around.
Yes.
Nah, Chloe went off somewhere after, like, you know, they started praying, so he's doing his own thing. But follow the other team.
Koi might have gone out to help some people get settled in, help raise a few new tents or whatnot to be done.
Yeah, and then he's probably gonna head to the blacksmith, the forge, just to break down and get the armor that they bought with them. Like, get people to learn the how to make that armor, I guess.
What blacksmith slash forge? You don't have that stuff yet.
Okay, I don't know, the crafters, the people who make weapons and tools and armor. You would have gone there to
Fair
maybe
enough.
help, like after helping the other people like settle in. He would go there and try and organize, like, a forge or something similar, so they can make the weapons and stuff.
I mean, maybe some
But
of the
yeah,
people we brought back are proficient in tool making and stuff.
yeah, that's why he's helping them first, and then gathering some of the people, and then they all go to the crafters, and then they start upgrading the crafting area.
Well, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
But we are shifting into inside the tent as Meralda. Um, guys, are you okay? Since you asked all the men to leave? Starting to get a little bit worried.
Teddy's just crying. She doesn't answer.
It is just one war zone after another.
She
Yes, you can
will.
keep crying. Sorry.
Wait, is Nim also crying?
So Nim's like try to be strong and like I'm imagining holding Tenny so she could like sob into her shoulder, and she's just kind of like, I want to kill the thing that is making you cry, but that's complicated. I can't just destroy that. I'm trying to find solutions. Ways of. Damn it.
What is wrong here? Tenny, are you okay? Merelda like walks over and like puts her hand on your shoulder.
Um, Penny is Penny is going to basically in between tears realize who's talking, and then she's going to be like, say something along the lines of, why would your goddess do this to me, kind of thing. Why would Mithra do this to me?
What do you mean?
You're like uh uh you're following her, can't you do something, right? And then she'll like put her hands on her womb, like, kind of thing. Just feel, all the feelings of this isn't fair, like I'm gonna die and they're gonna die, blah blah blah, like you can't, how is this a blessing, sort of thing. Like she's just like angry, right?
She like holds up her hand for a moment. But like a single, like her index finger up in front of her while she's leaning on her staff, and you see her closing her eyes.
I don't think Mithy has anything to do with this, but that's just my opinion.
You are not blessed, Tenny. I don't know what you speak of.
Um,
Well, she was looking really under the weather, and I asked my mom to come in and we could try to help her feel better. But because I mentioned that she was looking sickly, my mom thought worst case scenario stuff, so she arrived here and, well, things. I don't know any better. I just want to fix the annoyance or aggravation or sadness. I don't know how to fix it.
she'll just like blurt out like, I'm pregnant. Like Nim's mother says I'm pregnant. And it's not possible. But because I kissed Mithra, magic.
She like
See? See? This is why I don't kiss people.
no, that's not how it works.
That's how it starts.
If I may ask, okay,
Get the fuck
would it,
out of here!
no, I'm it's out of character. If I may ask, would
I'm
it be
fine.
allowed not to be heard outside the tent?
Sorry, say that again.
Like, out of keep in mind, does that character Teddy
Beg your
yelling,
pardon?
she's pregnant. Would that been loud enough for to be heard outside the tent?
Well,
Yeah, she yelled. She blurted it out. Yeah. Sure.
Oh no.
Sure, why not? Yeah, she blurted it out. Why not? We're doing this after all. Okay, let's go.
No, you're not.
See? I'm not crazy. I knew it. Pay me up, Mom. I said 80%. 80%. No way in hell. Pay up. Come on.
I'm not.
You could beat me later.
No, but you see her doing some hand gestures, and she like goes over and places her hand on your lower abdomen.
Yeah, that's where I had my hand.
Okay.
You see her eyes starts to glow, and you see her going, from a worrying expression to, a angry one.
Well, what is it?
Tala, Tenny, um,
Tell me.
when did you have you? Why are you
Yes.
carrying? Um,
Fuck off. Yeah.
have you done anything with a spider before?
Oh.
Huh?
Mm,
But what?
Okay.
Done
So,
what exactly with a spider? And then she makes a hand gesture, like as if she's like making like as if she's like making a measurement of something that's small. Like, done what with a spider?
mm, mm, eh, how, but,
Not a spider that small, even though they might be that small when they finally burst out of you at first.
okay.
Oh,
S-
what? Huh?
Stop panicking the patient for 5 minutes. How do we get that out? Yeah?
Huh?
Shh. Drink the tea.
I
Be
need
calm.
I need another opinion, okay? Because this is very that that doesn't make any sense. How do I go from like, oh, you're pregnant to oh, you're filled with spiders?
That's why I'm asking, because yeah, you are carrying life, but it's not like a child you're carrying, my dear. You have eggs inside of you.
Can we remove those? Like now? Before she gets more upset?
Um,
She's doing the singing thing. She's gonna try to stab someone.
Is that enough to
Yeah.
make her faint?
yeah. You fail. Like we just see Teddy just starts like slumping over a little bit, like
Grabs. Okay.
While on the outside,
Okay.
Seamus and Tarsus part just holding each other from all the screaming.
I'm just going to put your head on my shoulder. If you begin drooling, I'll bap you later. Alright, so how do we get the creepy crawlies out of Dream Princess Surprise here? Cause holy crap.
uh, Dream Princess no more. You have to remember.
With all due respect, I'm gonna keep making fun of her while I still can. She's unconscious. She can't retaliate. Let me have this. All right. So
Okay,
how
Nim.
do
Okay,
I
calm down.
fix
Calm down, Nim.
this?
Calm
I'm
down.
fine. I'm fine. I'm
We
holding
all
an unconscious person that is filled with
we all have our
eggs,
coping
and
mechanisms.
my coping mechanism is heightened amounts of sass. So, how do we move this before, you know, God forbid they lay down one night and, well, he pops it and then there's spiders everywhere and they're both traumatized and I don't know, man. I'm just thinking worst case scenarios. Help me.
Um, well, there is the most efficient way, but I'm not sure she's gonna like it.
If she's unconscious.
She might wake up doing it.
Oh, but I
Um,
do have a new feat. It's gonna be hard to keep me asleep.
well,
Oh,
that could be hopefully lessened with, you know, numbing self. Maybe.
I
Or I could just smother her in the moth powder. That's gonna be difficult. I wouldn't want to do that to her. But you know, maybe just
well,
have
work.
us hold her down. Maybe. I
um
don't know.
sure. uh
She comes out of it.
um Tenny. Um
Yeah, what? Where's Seamus? Can, can she
uh
just come in here?
no no no
No.
no 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 no
No.
no no.
No. No.
No.
No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. You don't want him here for this.
What are you gonna do?
Um
Trying to fix it.
do you want them out before the eggs hatch and they quite literally will eat their way out of you?
She's crying. Did
See,
Uthmar do this to me? I knew she
princess.
hated me.
Princess.
Shut up!
See?
Not a fucking princess.
Yes, you are. The prettiest princess of them all. And see,
gonna
now you're mad about the princess comment instead of the other terrible thing. Progress! Seriously, how do we fix this?
Can cut them out, or um I could try and clear it out with magic, but it's um
Magic deity, magic thing, magic might complicate?
yes.
Okay, that's what I figured.
I
Okay.
I I don't know how. Wait, you have a scar.
Yeah.
Mhm. That was a really bad night.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was
Okay, I'm going. You see her quickly running over to where her things are stashed at in the tent. Um,
So you're
I'm going to get Tharsis, because I would need him
Mhm.
um, to to somehow keep you down, so to speak, while I have to uh, cut you up and extract them, so to speak.
Do we need any healing potions or things of that nature?
No, 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 not. Are you mad, Nim?
I'm asking questions. I'm not dumping it in there.
No, 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 no. If you use one of those healing potions, you remember how they closed off all the wounds you had last time you used one, right?
have you done this before?
No.
Uh,
Well, I haven't.
uh, I helped delivering a child once because it couldn't go through the normal way, so we had to extract it.
Oh yeah, I remember doing something like that. It was fun. We had to twist the feet around, and then we had to pull, and then I thought it was cool, and people thought I was weird.
Oh,
And
I'm
we
feeling
slowed that
sick.
one down.
I'm
You're
feeling
fine. You're
really
fine.
sick.
The good
Oh,
thing
I'm
is
feeling
that it's
sick.
something small, and it's not like a human-sized thing. I feel cringe for saying that out loud. Ew,
I
shameless.
don't know how
Ew.
many that
Ew.
are in there. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, Kolith is a healer. I think he knows it.
No. No. No.
you don't
No.
want to bring him in here when I'm going to. Francis, at least, is knowledgeable in how to keep you potentially um, asleep while I'm, so to speak.
No, I can't sleep. Like, I cannot sleep. Like, I literally cannot be put to sleep. Like, it's impossible to put me to sleep.
Huh.
Like, I was talking to my patron that I was worried that Uthla would be spiteful, and so he made it that I cannot sleep.
Right.
You know, protects me from my dreams.
Right. I'm gonna need some milk of the puppy then. You see her rolling out uh, a sleeping skin, um, and you also see her taking out her small bag with all scents of small thin-bladed knives.
Where's Shady?
Yeah, where's Koi's wife at?
Because
Harassing him.
she had the same scars as me.
What?
She showed me. She has the same scars. She had like 4 or 5. If Uthla did this to me, Uthla did this to her, and she survived it.
Freaking why?
Fucking no! I don't know why Uthla's done anything that she did to me. She's a fucking liar, and she's sick.
So now you finally got it, little sis.
Really, time to be like I told you so.
Oh, I would love to do so, but yeah, we need to get those out of you before they get into a stage where they are more difficult to remove, i.e., you will die, so to speak.
Why didn't you die?
Oh, that's because I'm just too awesome and too important to letting myself die to something so trivial.
Okay, so why were there multiple attacks on you like this then?
Remind me to kill you.
Don't go killing Koi's wife. I don't need to deal with
I'll kill him
no
too.
uppity.
Little sis, calm down. This will be an easy thing. Like, I could potentially help out with removing them.
Well, that would be fan-freaking-tastic. I hope you're going to be in a form that doesn't involve your cute little kitty paws.
Oh no, no, don't worry. As she floats over next to Tenny. It might hurt a little bit though.
Oh well. That's all I've
She's
had
already
for the
dealt
last 48 hours.
Jesus.
What's one more?
She puts like a rolled up piece of leather and holds it in front of you. Bite this.
Yep.
She does. And glaring daggers at her.
Come now, little sis. I'm trying to help you here.
No, just like totally like putting her down the whole time. I'm trying to help you as I insult the shit out of you. She doesn't say any of that, but I'm just telling you that's why she's glaring.
Like, do you want my help, or do I just leave you in the hands of the pretty priestess here?
She takes the leather out, and I'm like, I'm very close to refusing your help.
Well, too bad. And you feel a stinging sensation as she quite literally punches you. Her hand into your abdomen.
All right, so everyone outside of the tent just hears Tenny scream at the top of her lungs because she had the leather out of her mouth when that happened.
You just said it starts. I want to go there, but I'm not sure if it'd be the right thing to do.
You stay here. Let the woman do the work.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Or else I will beat you with my thunderstaff.
I believe you.
And I might
Oh
even
my
leave
gosh,
you.
what's happening?
Koi,
I heard
sit
screams.
down. Shut up. Sit down, or else I will. Don't make me tase you. I will do it.
I just got here.
Yeah, and be quiet and let the women work. They're doing something. Gods know what, but
Yeah. Okay.
Surprised Seamus isn't running in there. Sure, I'm sure that ring feels great right now.
it doesn't.
Seamus is just like doubled over. Oh God! What are they doing to her?
Is that how the ring works?
You know, it would have been.
You get
I wish.
a sense of what she's feeling, so to speak. So, yes, you do feel the tinge of pain that she's also feeling, but you also feel the fear, the uncertainty,
The rage.
the rage, so to speak.
It would have been funny if he actually felt what she felt. So like when she got hit that hard, he doubled over
He
and
doubled
passed.
over, yeah.
It might work like that. Let me take a roll of the dice if the pain is so great that it actually transfers over 1-to-1.
I'm down. I'm down to find out.
You're fucked.
Oh my God!
You suddenly feel this, like you feel like your stomach drop, like you feel cold, and then suddenly you just get hit like someone just punched you straight in the gut.
So essentially, Tarsus and Koi just witnessed Seamus suddenly double over, clutching his stomach.
Someone punch you in the balls, Seamus? Like, are you okay?
I clutched it with my stomach.
Hey, yo, Seamus, you good?
I don't know. I felt like someone just punched me in the gut.
Looks to Conthus like confused, like yeah.
Just looking around.
Look-
Who did that?
Not looking at him like yeah. You think it's alright? Looks to the tent, looks to him, looks to Seamus, going in a circle like that.
Oh yeah,
Our,
because you know about the ring. Okay, yeah.
our character, who gave us the ring? It was Tia that gave us.
No, it was Riley. It wasn't Tio, it was Riley.
It was Riley.
Yeah, he made them. Cause he's
Riley.
he's a little god.
Riley, what did you do to this ring? I know it's gonna notice my pain as well.
Oh, I might need to take those back and rework them. I might have. Well, it was. I might put a little bit too much power into making them. I'm kind of sorry. Kind of not, you bastard.
Just like slowly tear toward them. Like, because he does have high passive perception, so he probably did hear that.
Like, like he's still mad at you what you did to Tenny, so to speak. So he's still pissed at you.
I guess a little bit of divine retribution on my part.
Well, they were meant for you to always know that you loved and cared for each other. But I might have used a little bit too much power in making them, so now you actually feel everything from each other. That's actually a really
Yep.
big rift when you think about it.
He is my son. He's an overachieving ass, just like his mom.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yep.
Back to the tent.
Oh. Are you eating a burrito right now, Nim? Yeah, totally.
After a while, your big sister extracts the last egg that she can find.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be the biggest panther ever, and then she's not gonna be able to move me because she's fragile, or whatever they call it.
You see
yeah.
her drawing her clawed finger over where the wound is, and you see how it starts to close up again.
You sure that's everything?
That's everything I have been able to dig out, so I would assume it's anything, unless you want me to quite literally rip out anything that's inside to do a complete cleanup check. But she might not survive that, because she needs, several vital things that's inside of her to stay alive.
Just kill me.
No, I'm
Get
not.
it over with.
No.
I just want it to end. When
Yeah,
will
I'm
the
sorry.
suffering end?
Are we being a selfish bitch right now and totally forgetting about your husband that you truly love?
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
You see her, look. Oh wait! Before I close it completely, she steps down into something, pulls not into that it hurts you, but like stabs her nail in, and it grabs, pierces a last egg that she missed. And she looks at it. Now that should be everything. Closes the
See,
wound.
when you say it like that, but then dig in there like that, it makes me think. Maybe we need to go again.
No, that was quite literally the last one.
Okay.
She says
So,
as she
can we set this on fire?
You see her take the egg that's pierced onto her claw, and she just puts it in her mouth and bites down on it, eating it.
I can't tell whether that's just natural or just creepy. I'm gonna go with both.
That was literally inside of my body. That's so
Yep,
fucking
just-
gross.
Mm-hmm. Just
Yeah.
keep petting me just keep petting me. You're fine.
She just hugs the giant panther that's sitting on her chest. I hate everything.
I agree. I also hate everything because that is completely unacceptable. What the fuck? I'm a mom. I'm so cool. I'm a goddess. Look at what I've done to my daughter.
She'll argue it wasn't her, it was Dark Uthla.
Yes, her
But-
darker side. She also did that to me a couple of times.
I'm still trying to figure out why the fuck she would bother doing that to you.
To me?
Either of you.
Either of you.
Either of you. Makes no damn sense.
Because she
She's
wants
crazy.
more of her little children around, I guess.
Then go fuck a spider. Stop getting your children involved.
Because, you know, I'm not good enough. That's what it comes down to. You know, raising a pathetic elf is not good enough for her, right? So what I've been told my whole life. You're not my real daughter. But if you do X, Y, and Z, maybe you'll be my real daughter.
Ah, you finally got it. As Shay kneels down next to you and pets your hair as she eats the eggs. You want one? They're
It's
actually
really
pretty
weird that you're eating them.
Hey, they're good. Full of magic.
I do not want to eat one of those things. No, thank you. Enjoy.
I am going to try one, just so that way I can say for certain whether or not I don't like it.
Nim,
What?
I will hurt you.
I'm on top of you?
I don't care. I will find a way.
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting, dude. She doesn't say dude, but
Well, here you go. Plops one into your cat mouth.
this. What the fuck?
It's gummy, chewy, and crunchy. It's weird.
She just starts crying again.
There,
Keep petting me, you'll
it's
feel
done
better.
now. They're out of
Mhm.
you, and you're safe, right?
Yeah, we're biting in retaliation. Self-defense.
Exactly, Koi.
But the best way I can describe as you bite down is it's like one of those really, really juicy gums, basically, with a sweet.
Pops
With
in
Oh,
your
there goes
mouth.
there goes sweets for the rest of the week.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't get boba, let me tell you.
I'm not getting popping boba for this week. My god.
don't get any boba, let me tell you.
No popping boba for you.
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry if we're gonna make any of you sick right now, but we're like for a snack.
I say, eat this burrito.
You guys
Well,
are feeling
imagining them
hungry after
chewing
this? You feeling hungry
Listen.
after this? Okay.
Listen, with my family, we are very weird. We can sit through the exorcist with a 5-course meal.
Sounds delicious. Eating
I
eggs out of a
I
person?
was
Yum!
I was hungry until you guys said that until just said you're hungry. Now I don't feel hungry anymore.
Yeah, neither do I, dude. So I think, she'll lay there glaring at the tent,
What?
and then at the ceiling of the tent, while the two of you are munching down on her spider eggs. She'll
I'm
just
chewing in self-defense for you.
she will be like, "Thank you."
I am destroying your enemy. One weird bite at a time.
I'm thanking you for saving my life again. I'm not thanking you for eating spider eggs that came out of my body.
You know what would pair really well with these?
Thank you for saving my life. Again. Fuck. What? And she actually starts giggling. You're so fucking weird.
Hey,
Coin's gonna.
See, you can't be mad now.
it's
I'm too
just
busy
protein.
laughing at me.
It's
Meanwhile,
protein, life force, and magic all in one. Delicious.
She just starts laughing hysterically. But like not in a
And-
crazy way. It's just like it's just one of those dark situations where it's just suddenly funny.
It's a laugh of
Is this-
relief.
Is
Yeah.
this the part where
Meanwhile-
we freak her out later and say that we both ate her out?
Oh, totally. Get both Seamus
Oh my
and Koi
God.
all riled up.
Yeah, totally.
Man,
blew
where-
freaking
where-
minds.
Resignation. Sorry for my little resignation. I'm when I-
Miral's just sitting there in the background, just like looking at horror at what's going on.
Right. When they ask why she screamed, we could just be cheeky little rascals and say it's because we were doing such a good job.
Meanwhile, Seamus outside is laying on the ground.
Pacing.
Koi holding Koi holding
She,
Seamus in his
she wouldn't
arms.
be in pain anymore.
No. Well,
I
yeah,
don't
but
think.
they're
Seamus-
done, they're
yeah.
done now. And Ty seems to be feeling better.
Seamus, you good? Seamus, you're on the floor screaming so much. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm
Seamus,
fine.
stay with us. Stay with us, Seamus. We can't lose
like-
you too.
He suddenly just reaches out and grabs your face. I'm fine.
But you're waiting here till they come out. And said it's
Ah,
okay
good.
for them, for you to get go in and see her. Am I understood?
Yep. Totally understood.
Her staff, he
don't-
like holds his points his staff at Seamus as lightning starts to spark from the tip.
Listen here,
There was a
Tarsus.
lot of-
I know two people scarier than you. Nem and her father.
Damn. That crazy. That crazy. That's so crazy.
Tell him that he's wrong. I'll wait.
Yeah, he's. I mean, he's not wrong.
Wait, Nem, are you outside the tent saying this?
Oh fuck
No,
no.
They're eating spider eggs like it's a goddamn delicacy.
It is a delicacy.
Just like one at a time, like savoring each egg. This is actually nice. And like Tenny's just laying on the ground in self-defeat, like
Are you
Teddy,
She's just right there on the cot thingamabob or the fur thingamabob, being catnapped by having a panther like across her abdomen. Just nope. I'm weighing you down. You can't leave now.
I would like to
So,
point out
like-
that these are like at the size of small plums.
ew, that's
See?
too big.
Maybe
Weird.
better.
They should have been grapes. My god.
Well, double the
That
size
doesn't
of
look
a
Raisins.
grape. Double the size of.
Um,
Well,
No
it's like
wonder she's been
Nope.
feeling so bloated lately.
I no wonder she was feeling pale as frick. Also, speaking a lot, that one got between my teeth. Anywho, are you feeling better?
actually.
you
Are
feeling
you sure
sick
you
still?
don't want one day it will make you feel better?
Yeah, because that's another thing I'm getting worried about. I mean, if you want, we could probably make them into a paste so that way they don't look like spiders and you can just eat them.
No,
Why not?
absolutely not.
Okay.
On
She doesn't want
principle.
spider paste.
On fucking principle, I'm not.
Well, it's food that makes you feel better.
It's eggs that were put inside of me
Yeah,
by
and
my
I ate
loving
them.
mother.
Yeah, and
I'm
I
not
ate the
eating
one
them.
who were put inside of me. Like, no death.
I mean, to be fair, you are definitely a lot more used to just eating this stuff than she is. Princess, remember?
She also needs to learn that these contain both magic and a little bit of life force that they quite literally drained off her.
Yeah, we're tasting your life. your
Fine.
tasty life.
Fine, give me the fucking eggs. Fine. Give
Here
me
you
the
go.
goddamn eggs.
Here you go,
Hey,
one at a
do you
time.
want me to put honey on them so that way they're not so
No!
weird?
And she just shoves it in her mouth and just starts eating like.
That's right. Chew them in retaliation. Show them who's boss. Okay, you're probably gonna want water. You're gonna want water, yeah.
It's so gross.
I know it's gross. I know.
I find they're sweet in taste.
Ugh,
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
blame
what-
her for that.
the sweetness makes it worse.
Why does the sweetness make it worse?
Why are you making me do this?
Because we want you to recover.
I hate this.
So do we. We hate seeing you this miserable. So hurry up and eat the fucking spiders. So you can eat real food and feel better, and then make out with your husband and feel better, and not being dramatic enough to be like, kiss me now.
You
I totally
do.
empathize.
And then eats another one.
God, don't crush them at me. Jesus, close your mouth. Fuck.
Hey, it's the fluids that's the best of them, I would say.
I know. All the better. Close your mouth in your retaliation when you're chewing them.
As you say, it's the fluids that make the best of them. She starts gagging.
Want some water? Want some water? Wash that ick down. Yeah.
Yes.
So, Mom, Merelda, I am super sorry for the chaos. Could you pretty please bring a big ol' thing of water? The water barrel thingamabob's right over there. She's dying on the inside, and I don't want to move.
She just like walks over like she just have seen, you know, the most obscene thing in her entire career as a priestess, a healer, and midwife.
I
What?
agree. She has.
Some people eat the placenta, okay? It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
You're right. The other one's slimier. Keep
And then
chewing.
Tenny is just like, what's a placenta? 'Cause she still doesn't quite know everything about birth.
Oh, don't worry, it's an entirely normal thing that comes out after you have given birth. Don't you worry about that.
I'm convinced that this is going to put her off of children for a long time, if not forever.
She's an elf, she got forever.
I know. That's why I said forever.
Yeah, forever
Yeah.
for you are like just only a century too. Like, get a grip.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tenny continues to eat eggs while trying not to throw up. And is very angry because they seem to never end.
There is only like 5 eggs in
It
total.
on it, it seems to never end to her. There's another one. It's only 5, but it's taken her like a half hour to eat them because they're so disgusting. She's having the worst day. Well, not really. No, she's having she's having the worst 2 days of her life. It's not the worst day. It's the worst 2 days.
Also, Seamus was talking something about a big explosion in a mountain and the sun being angry.
Mhm.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Oh.
right.
Now, can you get off me? I can't drink this when I'm laying on my back.
Okay. I'm going to compromise by taking over your lap.
Fine.
Takes over lap.
Sits up. Weird. Okay.
Casually just curls around so you can rest against her. Like how she usually rests against Ghost. And then just unapologetically puts paws across your lap.
Nice big
Took over the
stress.
lap.
Nice big stretch. Yeah. Thank you. She will have a big drink. And she just looks super miserable. What about the sun?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a priestess of the sun, so to speak, so I wouldn't know.
I
Who's
didn't know
the
the
sun?
sun got a priest.
Isn't that Erla? Erla is the priestess of the sun. Sun
I
and
don't
life
know.
and birth. Didn't Erla come to you and was like, "Oh, you're the one in my vision. I'm going to teach you my ways."
Yeah, fat lot of good that did, huh?
I think you were supposed to be like, "Yo, I'm ready" or something.
I'm sorry. When was I supposed to be like, Mummy dearest, I am ready? What?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Eh.
So
I'm sorry, I'm too busy
she's-
uniting people and keeping people safe and saving the guardians and having to go up north to help the poor deer spirit guardian guy. Man, that guy would make a great mount. Fuck.
Huh?
You would make a great mount. I mean, look at you.
Yeah.
huge. You're so big right now.
I don't know if I can get any bigger though. And then I have to come practice. Yeah, but the deer was cool.
Hmm.
Giant stag that had to go up north.
I didn't see
That's
him.
why we got the deer.
I'll take your word for it. Yeah.
That's
So
why we got all the deer.
is Tunny starting to feel better now that she's
Yeah,
eaten a
you
bunch of eggs?
feel invigorated, to say the least, after eating the last egg.
Okay.
You also gain a lot of your color back.
She will not admit to them that she feels better.
See, she needs that good pregnancy food, Mom.
She's gonna keep that to herself because she's very angry that she still ate those 5 eggs.
I know, dear. I will make sure to give her speak of what she might need to regain as much strength as possible after this entire deal. Your mom very stone-facey about the entire affair.
I'm assuming on the inside you're screaming, but I'm not sure.
Dear, when you have been in the field as long as I have, you have seen a lot.
So this
Have
is
you
nothing
seen
for
a
you?
uppity saber-toothed tiger turn into a man? Asking for a friend?
What?
Nothing? Nothing? Just thoughts.
She
I have a theory.
leans in and flicks your snout.
I have a theory!
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Don't judge me. She had a question.
Yeah. Humans don't lay with beasts even if they are divine creatures.
Not
Lay
laying
with
the beast.
anybody.
Yeah.
I laid with Seamus. I didn't lay with Uthla. She just stabbed me.
You know,
And then
with love.
and then
Don't
and then put me in a cocoon against the wall.
That was a bad time.
I was laying with anybody.
No, I was pointing at Nim that us people do not lay with beasts.
Not.
Because you have to remember, Nim, People lay with people, beasts lay with their beast of their own kind. That's how it works. And before you give any assumption about some of the other druids who might have, had fun, well, in a wild shape, that's an entire different thing that we're not going over today. Am I being understood?
Fine. Besides, I am very confident that you darn well know that I'm not exactly inclined like some people.
The look on Tenny's face is pure disgust right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ew, what? Oh,
I
God.
had a
Oh.
theory about guardians, and that's why I wanted to ask. I'm
Okay,
not
I don't.
trying to procreate. I'm trying
Um,
to see if they operate like druids do.
What do you... Oh, because of Raleigh and Sobek.
That's why I had questions. I wasn't trying to get
Oh.
nitty. I'm trying to understand my kids better and to see if ghosts can turn into like some humanoid warrior saber-toothed cat badass thing. I think it would be cool. Don't judge me.
If I could, I might have done so already.
I don't know. Maybe it's like a super secret spiritual thing that takes a lot of energy and then you're super lit. I don't know, man. I hate theories and questions.
why the heck would Ghost turn into a humanoid being when he's already. Like, why would. That doesn't make any sense to me.
When he's already perfect the way he is, yes, I
he's-
completely agree. But I'm
So-
asking because if Raleigh and Sobek operate like druids do, where they can change shape, that might be useful for them to practice and master. I know it took forever for me to even work with forms.
Well, they do change forms. Magic and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I just figured if they could do it, maybe you could do it. Well, Ghost
Well,
in particular.
I haven't really tried. Been too busy with my work.
Yes, that's perfectly fine.
Having to be a guardian and travel through the entire goddamn rainforest to make sure everything is somewhat in balance is
Yeah.
not easy.
I didn't think it would be, but I know that Sobek is going to have to deal with something similar. Right? Because, she's the next cycle or something.
Right.
That's kind of why my theory was the way it was. Because they treat Raleigh different from Sobek. So I'm imagining that Raleigh is, as we deduced, more deity based, and then Sobek is more guardian like you. But Sobek right now is hybrid humanoid. You aren't. And I don't know if it's because I was the one that helped hatch her or.
Something has changed. But what I do not know.
I don't either. All I do know is that she was able to come with us. And you weren't.
because she's not bound by the river yet. I am bound by the jungle itself. Or am I?
Is it
really?
because she's young? What constitutes this tether? What makes this happen?
I actually starts to question everything now. Am I really tethered to the very land that I prowl, or is that just a belief I had forced on me?
Tenny, I have a question for you that you might know.
Mm.
So, we were talking, Ghost and I, and we were trying to figure out. Feel free to chime in on this too, Mom, Marala, Shay, because we were trying to talk about stuff, and there was a mention of a green moon. I'm not familiar with any of this, but whenever Ghost tried to tell me what that was associated with, it was like the word was robbed from him and he would forget and then he would be stuck right back where we were when I first asked the question. I don't know who it's associated with, and I don't know why it's being blocked.
Because the gods don't want us to know. Simple as that. He is a new god, and the rest of the pantheon does not want anyone to know about it.
But
New. They are
don't-
not new. They are. And you see that he gets blank again, just like starts drooling a little bit for a second before, like, wait, what were we talking about?
See? That crap.
Huh.
Mariella, like, walks over and, like, clasps onto Ghost's cheeks while staring at him.
Look. Is it even worth diving into what the gods have done to me? Okay?
Well, that's what I was trying to get to the bottom of.
Nephrite isn't evil. Why are you cutting everybody over one cloth because of one the choices of one goddess to be evil? All of them are?
Look. Look what she did to you. The gods, whether they're evil or not, I can say this for certain. The gods think that they're all so great and powerful and perfect. And they just throw their power around without any disregard to how it affects any of us, and then she says in quotations, lower beings, and act like anything they do is some, we should be grateful and love them, like imagine if you stepped on an anthill and then you got angry because the ants weren't praising you. That's what she freaking did to you. She gave you a gift without even thinking, without even telling you what was going to happen, and then you woke up and you killed your children. Doesn't matter if she's not evil. She doesn't. They care. They don't think to care. They're so selfish. They only care about themselves and their powers and how everyone thinks of them. So, yeah. If they don't want us to know about this god, then let's probably not delve into it because, they don't think like us. They don't care about us. Not in the way that we care about each other. Impossible for them to.
Mithra didn't know when she gave me this blessing to what I am now. Tenny. She did not know that on the first day I would turn my own. She did not know, Tenny.
Would you give a weapon to a toddler?
No.
I'm not allowed to answer that. It would just get mad at me.
Your mom, just
without telling them how to use the weapon.
no.
Oh, yeah, no.
And
you
then
gotta
be
know.
surprised when they hurt themselves and others? If she's some perfect god, why does she not have the wisdom to know that what she did was dangerous?
Probably because she's desperate.
You see her putting up her blindfold.
Rhoda?
Just so I don't do anything I would regret later. You can actually see her crying through the fabric.
Please.
She may not be evil, but these gods,
They
they're not
act
these.
on an entire different level than we do, Tenny.
Of course they do, and that's what I'm saying. That's what the problem is. We can't put all of our faith in them, thinking that they're going to protect us and love us, because they don't. They use us as tools. Like how, they don't think of us like they're actual children. And if they do care for us with affection, it's no more than and she, as she says this, she pets Nim in her lap. It's no more than the affection towards a pet. Because they are incapable of viewing us as anything else. And I'm saying this because they're not. She just goes quiet.
The gods themselves are limited, though they act and live by our far higher principles than we do, Tenny. They are still like us. They have feelings, they have emotions, they can make mistakes.
Can't be both.
Being a god doesn't necessarily mean to be perfect. It means that you embody the power of an element, an idea, a philosophy. It doesn't mean you're perfect. Who gave you that idea that it meant to be perfection, to be a god?
She raises an eyebrow at her. Have you not seen what we've just gone through?
Mivra has never stated that she was perfect. She has never stated anything. I know that several other gods might not be as open about their own failings and whatnot, but I don't believe that they believe themselves to be the perfection.
Character Mithra did say she was a perfect being, but maybe she meant that in jest. I don't know.
self-loathing. She could also have meant her figure, you know.
Freaking days.
Look, all I'm saying is I just don't want anything to do with any of the gods.
And yet you cling yourself to her being of even further out of reach.
Well,
Squiggles?
again, please stop calling him that. Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
know his actual name.
I
don't know what he
told you what
actually
his
looks like.
I told you what his actual name was.
Observer?
Yeah.
Watcher?
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't know what he looks like. Could just be a big old eyeball for all I know.
What does that have to do with anything? Just call him by his name.
Squiggles.
It's not Squiggle.
Look, now you're getting offensive, defensive on his path. How do you think I felt when you start saying that about Mithra?
Look, this guy, okay, he's no different. He's just as selfish as the rest of them. He stole my soul before it got to Mithra, before it got to Uthla, which was a good thing. And he used it as an opportunity to, serve him. Because now I owe him. That's just how it is. Okay, if the gods do something for you, you have to give them something in return. The way it is. And he's not even a god. He's a very, I think one of the first creations from the Allfather. Just a very powerful being. I'm just trapped again. I tried to get out of my situation that I was forced into, and I got trapped again. At least this seems to be the better of the two evils. At least he's up front with what he wants. Only time will tell whether or not he has other plans. Not worshipping him.
Right.
I'm just indebted. Certainly not going to insult him. She pokes Nim when she says that.
I'm not insulting him. I am guesstimating upon their visage because I do not know.
I tried to explain it to you. He's as tall as a mountain. He doesn't really have a shape. He's just tentacles everywhere and a really big eyeball, okay?
Okay, so
Small eyeballs surrounding it.
God? Anywho. Eyes upon eyes. And then tentacles.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a really big squid. If squids had more legs. No, not a squid, more like an
Well,
octopus.
we have spent a lot of time in here, right about we get out and comfort the men who are sitting outside, properly pacing the ground into bedrock.
I am trying my best not to set off my mother. But I am so very tempted to speak the intrusive thought in my mind.
Oh, please do enlighten us. I always love.
The men need comfort, but they have each other. They need comfort. They need comfort. Don't hit me. It's still funny.
I mean, do you really think Koi is going to be comforting anyone?
I mean, he would be a comforting punching bag. Eh?
Your mother actually laughs at that one.
Because, he's kind of hard to hit when he's, actively dodging anyway. So, yeah, good luck catching him.
Well, I can't move until she gets off me, so
Oh, okay.
Liv's pause opens.
you just stretch.
I just stretch and become the longest cat.
Teddy lays back. Biggest sigh ever. I don't know why she's doing this to me.
So, for the record, she croissanted behind you so that way you would have something to lean against. And so when she is stretched out, you are free to just sit up as you please and escape.
No, you said that you were in her lap.
Yes, she made sure to start out in the lap, and then once she realized that you were
Oh.
sitting up, she croissanted around you and then seat belted you with her limbs. Like a proper cat.
Oh, okay. All right, she'll get up. And then she'll turn and look at the panther. And she'll bend over and she'll pat you on the head and she'll be like, good little kitty. And then she'll turn around and walk out his leg and just like bolt out.
Better run, I'm biting that ass. I don't care if my mother is fucking here. I will bite your ass. Roll the dodge, you little shit. Excuse me.
So I got good deck.
You better pray that Dex works. Fuck is it? I will not. Where is... I gotta find the bite. Oh. Bite. Did I just
Roll
be a
me a
dick and
bite
roll it?
attack.
I'm trying to find the thingamabob so I can roll a bite attack.
Oh, you're looking for the panther?
Yeah.
It's
It's
on the
like-
monsters and enemies. Why is it up there? Oh, wait. It's because it's a standardized monster you will actually face.
Mm.
Miss.
That was not my roll. That was my roll.
A 20.
That's fucking rude.
Meets beats.
Start shit, get hit. Or nipped in this case.
Boys, you hear a laughing Tenicon running, and then you hear her panicking, a scream, and then you hear like the sound of a big cat, a big angry cat noise.
I got you, fam.
Nice.
And then just
Them's angry.
she walks to the tent holding her ass.
His
Jeez,
father barely gets away with that shit.
fucking pervert. Okay.
Could have been somewhere else.
Technically, Lieutenant Seamus immediately stands up, but they still appear Tarsus.
The best part is that they both felt the pinch.
Are the
Yes.
are the rest of them coming out, or is it just Tenny?
Oh, everybody's coming out, I guess.
Everyone's coming out, yeah.
Except for
And then
Shay.
they'll just-
Shay, she stands in the opening because she don't like, direct sunlight most of the time.
Yeah. Nim's just gonna swap back to being all elf-like.
I thought it was nighttime.
No.
Daytime.
No,
Nighttime.
it's daytime.
It's afternoon.
Okay, guys.
Everything
So
all right? You're really gonna you just see him like rubbing his ass.
She'll kind of stand there and like pondering, like
Koi looks to Koi, completely oblivious to the whole feel of the room, looks to Seamus and is like, did you get bit by something?
It felt like it.
Or like how big? Like what does it feel like?
Feels
like
like
a big.
being bit like a fucking pervert. That's what it feels like.
Maybe because it felt like being bit by a giant cat.
Yeah, a pervert.
Per- I
Uh,
used to
yeah. Things are no, things are not okay because we need you and Nim need to contact your goddesses and see who will answer because I don't think praying to Uthla will be fruitful. We need to pass this off. And she'll just kind of like hold and she'll just like she'll pat a pocket that's inside of her coat. She just want to take out the shard in front of the the rest of the people that are not actually in the party. Uh because regardless of what happened in there, I still don't have a lot of time.
What happened in there?
Because whatever it was definitely painful. I sort of clutches his stomach, remembering the pain.
Oh. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I didn't
Yeah,
really have
apparently the rings help us
time.
makes us both feel pain.
Yeah, I know. Seamus, I know that. You felt everything the other day. Sorry, I shouldn't have mad at you about that. Over that.
Do you need a moment?
No, I don't need a moment.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
have a moment, is what I'm trying to say. You guys need
I-
to contact your goddesses because I don't know how much time I have left.
Well, I think Seamus did that. Well, he tried. We went to the shrine. Uh, it caught on fire.
Huh? And she'll look in the distance of the shrine.
You
What do you
see the central column with uh, the likeness of the gods carved into it. You see part of it is on fire still.
Yeah.
Analda set that on fire?
No, Erla.
No.
Oh.
Because we had a communion and there was a lot of definitely process. Like, apparently somewhere far north from here, next to like some giant tree, there was a tomb in a mountain, for which I heard a scream followed by a blinding light. And it eventually took us to Erla's domain, to which I heard her say burn, or I think it was her. And when we woke, Visage of Erla was burning, and it went from her normal peaceful look to one of anger.
Hmm. Well, then I guess you need to try and contact Analda again, and hopefully they're not too busy with their angered sister. They won't ignore you.
That's a question. Which one? There's not to be joking, but which one exactly? Because it seems Erla's angry about something. I mean, other priestesses who worship Erla will fear Giraffe in the future.
Know why she's mad. But it's not like this. It's not like Uthla and Analda Urla ignore each other. I mean, I guess I could try talking to Uthla.
No, you don't have to if you don't want to, because then it's just gonna bring a lot of other issues. I don't think we need that at the moment.
I don't think it's a good
Doesn't the
idea either.
Watcher watch everything?
Yeah. I think so. Do you want me to ask him?
I mean, that's if you want to.
Well, I mean, I guess he doesn't have to answer me.
I could try getting in touch with Arnalda.
Okay, come here. I gotta tell you something anyway. And she'll grab your hand and drag you into the yurt.
He'll follow.
Am I needed?
It was implied that you weren't.
All right, Koi gives a thumbs up and then heads
If
off.
you follow after it, I mean, I don't think she'll kick you out, but she'll be like, "Huh."
Why are you here? Nah, Koi
She
just seemed
won't.
the
She
two
no, she won't. She'll just kind of give you like a look and then
like
be
yeah, no, Koi's just gonna give a thumb like because it seems like you guys are gonna have like a serious conversation. Koi's gonna thumbs up and peace out. Yet again.
Coward.
Yeah, before we pray, well, I won't be praying. He said not to pray, but there was some misunderstandings in the tent. Hopefully you didn't hear anything. But
Well, it was pretty loud.
right. Well, it turns out I was filled with spiders.
You just see him go to like a what the fuck? Just gives like a what the fuck look.
Yeah. Remember when you and may he rest in peace, our lovely friend Gut were asleep, and then Uthla showed up and was really mad and wanted to kill Shay, and she like stabbed me and put me in a cocoon and stuck me on a wall. Remember that? Remember? She was like
I
Dark
think
Uthla. Yeah.
I think I remember you all telling us that.
Yeah. Apparently, it was just like apparently they were her spider eggs. Yeah. She was yeah. She inseminated me with her eggs, knowing that I would die. Because they were going to eat their way out of me. What a loving mother I had.
I guess it's true what to say, but I guess the dream realm can truly be chaotic at times. Even the goddess herself is chaotic from now and then.
Really? That's what you have to say? You're not mad about any of that? That she violated me?
Well, I am, but I'm trying to keep my calm about it. I mean, sure you could. Sorry. I mean, sure, you can feel it through the ring itself. And you would feel like a burning anger, but trying to suppress it.
Right. I mean, sometimes just being angry with someone is nice. But yeah. Yeah. So that's what that was. Shady having also gone through that. But surviving it. She literally pulled the eggs out of me, and I won't gross you out with the details. And she starts looking a little sickly when she says that again.
You see Shay waving her bloody hands and blowing a kiss with her mouth that's still covered in blood from whatever she has been doing.
I want you also to realize that Nim is right next to her.
She
So-
kind of sees them in the corner of her eye, and then she gags, and then she casts prestidigitation, and the blood vanishes.
You seem like got a question. Think for a bit. Like, so like it's better if I don't know.
I don't even want to talk about it. It was really bad. So yeah. Yeah. So that happened. And yeah, and so I don't know if like if you rate Ronaldo's just like I'm the fucking worst. Just remember that, okay? Just remember that. I know she's your goddess. And I know that this goddess is Uthla's sister. Just she kind of like puts her hands on your shoulders. Be like, just remember that. Okay? Don't be swayed. Just remember that. And then she'll kind of like cross her legs and get into a position where she's going to meditate and try and contact her patron.
And Samus will see about get ready to pray to Ronaldo about the events that transpired. Maybe try to get an answer.
No. You're trying. No, no. That's not what you're doing. You're praying to see if she'll do the trade-off. Because Uthla's not going to answer her. And we need to give the shard to Uthla. So Uthla will, I guess, forgive her. Maybe not forgive her, but like be like, all right, this is penance enough. You will not turn into a beastman. That's what she's saying when she's saying, I don't have any time. You guys all know she's going to turn into a beastman because we found that out like a couple hours ago.
Right.
I'm contacting my patron to find out what's up with Erla because he watches everything, probably. God, how does that work out?
Well,
Ba-da-na-na.
who's contacting who for what?
I literally just said it.
I know, but I'm checking up with Seamus if he's actually is.
God damn it, Seamus. Okay.
Doing his part strictly, or if he is going off track. I'm just making sure on that, because yes, you will be asking your patron, like, hey, Mr. Big Eye in the Sky?
I would be be contacting her now to see about the trader.
Right. Well, we start with you, Tala.
Uh,
What is it, little one? What do you seek?
so, while I was being tortured a few moments ago,
I saw.
sorry, you saw that.
No need to feel sorry for me. I see all, and I hoard all knowledge I can gain.
That's why I'm contacting you. Because my lover here had a vision of Urla, and seeing as Nim is somewhat connected to Urla, I think we're kind of worried about, just I guess the overall safety of everything. And we were wondering if you saw a very fiery and angry Urla burst from a mountain, if you knew why she was so angry, if we should be running from that.
Well,
That laugh is a yes.
Danny, Tala, what happened was someone delivered a piece of her that may have been contaminated. And right now it's in flux with itself. It are war of minds, you can say. Just like yours, former patron were.
Okay. So there really isn't anything we can do. Just hope for the best. Okay.
Because if do win, that this world will burn, sadly.
See. And I'm assuming Avis did this.
No. Not Avis, someone else. A champion. One who carries her mark with her. But she does travel with your sister, yes.
Oh. Okay, well, hopefully they know what they did and they can guide the goddess.
They don't know what they have released. It would be a shame to see this world go up in flames, but if that's what comes to pass, that's what comes to pass. I do not interject in what others do, though I may drop a trinket or two to change something for more interesting story to evolve.
Mm, what would it cost me to have you drop some kind of tidbit in their direction so they could be aware of the problem.
Oh, they already know what they did. They just hadn't figured out all the consequences yet.
Right. Okay. Well, this is on them. Okay. Thank you for your knowledge. I have to go deal with my own goddess problems.
Oh, that little pompous bitch will not bother you any longer, as long as you give her that stone. It'd be like a poison chalice. She wants it so dearly, and yet when she finally gets it, it will break her.
Why? Honey looks a little worried about that. Force a habit.
Because it contains part of her memories. Her power is in that shot. And what do you think will happen when it reunites with the other main pieces? Memories of an untold age will flood back into her already splintered mind.
Make her more whole.
In a part, yes, but it will also fracture and erode what was already there. As she loses just a little bit more of herself to her prime personality.
Well, probably better that she becomes more of what she was than what she is. Maybe. It's not my problem anymore.
Indeed, it is not.
It's just hard to...
But there is one thing I would ask of you.
Okay.
Get me a feather or an egg from the nest on the mountain above you. Or both would I appreciate dearly.
What are you gonna do with the egg?
For my collection, of course.
Right. Okay. I'll see what I can do.
No reason to fret about that. Tala. I wish for a feather and an egg of the roost nest.
I'll have it.
Now go, child. Observe the story that plays out with you in front of you, and get me those things. And I shall deduct that from your debt.
Tenny will come out of her.
Trance.
Yeah. And she'll just kind of stare at the ground like, oh god. And she'll look over at Seamus.
Seamus, you are sitting in your own little bubble as you meditate and focus in on contacting your goddess. Yes. Seamus, what is it? What do you seek for you to contact me now?
Forgive me if I'm disturbing you, but we're I was wondering if you want to deliver something to Uthla in hopes that it may alleviate any of her affliction.
Hmm. It is a possibility. But right now I am doing the best I can to stop my sister from burning the very world you're standing on to crisp.
That's far worse than what we thought it was.
I don't know who the brilliant mind was that did this, but someone apparently delivered a piece of one of her greater egos to a collection of minor pieces of her former self.
Well, what we have to send her is something similar to that. Apparently, we found one of Uthla's shards.
Hmm. I will let her know. You suddenly hear someone jumping in the call. So I heard you have something for me, Seamus. Oh, are you finally coming to your senses and want a real woman instead of that foolish child? Maybe?
Tenny has brought a gift for you in hopes that you might lift the affliction you placed upon her.
Fine, I will absolve her of her transgression and breakage of. How does that sound? That your little girl can live for a little time more. That's what you want, isn't it?
That is correct.
Seamus, you feel a pair of hands on your chest. But what about me? You hear a whisper just inside your ear. Wouldn't I be a better fit, maybe, for you?
I have already chosen Tane to be my lover, and to worship your sister Ulnada as my goddess.
Oh. You know, you could just leave her. She isn't worth that much to you, as much as I could be, if you became mine.
I've already made my decision, and there'll be no swaying me from it.
Oh, you're no fun. But fine. You can tell that little impudent brat that's sure debt has been paid for now.
I thank you. I'm gonna say good luck with your other sister, Urla.
Yes. That is going to take some time to try and calm her down. Get out of that. And you feel the connection sever.
He'll open his eyes and just give a deep sigh.
Tenny, as you look at Seamus, you see him having a kiss mark on his cheek.
Okay. I didn't realize that Anelda was like that.
That's not an elder. You
How
know
is
that.
She's
know
not
that
gonna know what someone's kiss looks like.
if they're wearing makeup, you would.
No, I'm rolling in save. That's too much. That's too much. I disagree. Damn it.
Roll.
I did.
14. That's a certain burgundy color that you know someone uses.
I want to point out at a character. He said, I have a gift. And she didn't even ask what it was. She just. Does she know? No one asked what it was.
He said to Ernalda that he had a piece of her.
Oh, he did. Okay, good.
And Ernalda then told Uthla, who then went like, oh, so I hear you have a little present for me. I'm gonna take that.
Okay, so it's the shard is gone. Okay.
Not yet.
Oh. Okay.
She will send a representative to collect it.
Would Seamus have been told that?
Yes. That a representative would be coming to collect that shard piece.
Okay, so as Tiny sees Uthla's lipstick on his face, she will pick up a cloth and she will very roughly wipe it off his face. So is it done?
Yes, but what was that for? That something on my that dirt on my face or something?
Yeah. She'll throw the cloth at him. Great.
You just look at the cloth questioningly. Well, I got in touch with Anoda, and as well as Uthla. And Uthla will be sending a representative to collect the Shire. Also, I have to learn a little bit about the situation with Orla.
I did as well.
Yeah, she said that apparently someone delivered one of her major egos to a collection of minor ones.
Yes, it was someone in the party with, Avis. A chosen of Erla. Sounds like they chose an idiot.
My question is, who's that idiot?
Freaking care. Too far away, there's nothing we can do. They know that it's what's up, and it's up to them, I guess, and the gods to calm her down. Well, are you gonna say anything to her, Nim?
Oh no. It's very much ears downstairs flatly.
What does that mean?
Oh, so you know that emoji where the lines are just, flat line and then it's just kind of like a half-lidded stare of like, really?
I'm
You
not.
just
I'm
giving
not.
me shit for this.
I'm not talking about you.
Okay. One less thing for me to worry about.
I'm not talking about you.
One less thing for me to worry about. I was like, oh man, I wonder who this idiot is for Erla. Oh fuck, we don't know anyone that would be associated with that bitch, would we? Nope.
Yeah, no, it's not. Erla just walked up and she was like, "You're mine," and then walked away. And then you guys have not had any contact since then. I don't see why you would have any responsibility in this.
That's why I'm not the chosen one. That was just for you.
Well, neither am I. Reject you! Rejection!
Ain't no way the two main characters are like, we're not the main characters.
Okay, there.
Mr. I go through portals and mess with Tenta monsters and set off the ranger.
Look, I said rejection, so.
And then this guy over here with his freaking dream princess waifu and his super cool ring and his freaking actual healthy relationship with his goddess like some actually well-adjusted human fucking being. Fuck you!
We'll wait till that turns around.
Or no, it's a goddess of wisdom and craftsmanship. She sees reason.
We'll wait till that changes.
It might.
She's one of 3 sisters of fucking craziness. We'll see when that changes.
Just saying, there's a reason why it's just kind of like, don't talk shit about Ronaldo, man. She's overworked and underappreciated.
Essentially,
She's not shit. Ruthless.
Erla may be the oldest, but Ronaldo's sort of like the big sister type.
So, The reason why I say Arnalda is overworked and underappreciated is because they are literally the heralds of death. They have to get the souls, bring them back, and take care of them and all that jazz.
Yeah.
This includes the screaming children.
Mm-hmm.
Do the other two have to deal with screaming children? Outside the ones they kidnap? Or
well,
dispose of?
she was gonna deal with my soul, so
True.
she's gonna deal with my soul.
What so?
Damn.
You know.
Shay, are you being a bitch right now? Asking for a friend?
Shh.
Everyone in this fucking tent.
And everyone outside this fucking tent.
No, I'm gonna kill everyone in this tent, specifically in this tent.
Everyone's. Zorba basically want to murder people.
Okay, so
Goodness.
that's the entire team, their partners, Meralda,
Seamus.
Varsis.
No one else was in the
Seamus.
tent. It was
Seamus.
just everyone else was outside, and she pulled Seamus back in the tent.
Seamus. I'm gonna let her kill you first. Just so that way you guys can have the awkward cuddle huggle, and then I can just, leave with Shay. And so long as you guys don't stain the carpet, we're good. Yep.
What? Shut the fuck up, Nim.
You're the one carrying on about how you're gonna kill everyone in this tent.
Because you're all freaking getting on my nerves.
Would you rather wallow in pity?
Yes.
Okay. Wallow in your pity.
And from here is where we're calling today's session. I need some food.
Till whole next week, you can wallow in your pity.
Yes. Wallow in the pity. Well,
My God
thank
doesn't
you,
give me
dear
head
viewers, for
cracks.
today, and thank you, team, for joining us here today. I hope to see you again later, or next week. But till next time, have fun and have a good one, and see you around. Bye bye.
We gotta make Koi do things, man. That
Bye
poor
now.
kid's getting bored out of his mind.